So good morning students. In previous video we have discussed about the respiration pattern. Okay, cellular respiration, that is internal respiration, and external respiration. In external respiration, inhale of oxygen and exhale of carbon dioxide, it is external respiration. Cellular respiration, in this process we are taking food, and by the oxidation of that food we are getting energy in the form of ATP molecules. That's why this respiration is known as cellular respiration, because all these processes are taking place inside a cell or inside an organ. Okay, so food is first oxidized and form glucose. You all know that glucose is a carbohydrate which provides energy. Okay, food is oxidized. Now food gets oxidized in presence of O2. In presence of O2, it oxidized and converted into glucose. The glucose further get oxidized in our body and converted into CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and water molecule. Okay, means जो भी फूड हम लोग खा रहे हैं उस फूड का कन्वर्शन हम लोग किस में कर रहे हैं? विद द हेल्प ऑफ ऑक्सीजन वी आर कन्वर्टिंग दैट फूड इन ग्लूकोज, and then glucose is further converted with the help of oxygen, or in presence of oxygen the glucose is converted into carbon dioxide and water molecule. In our body, respiration takes place by two processes, that is aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration, you all know that in presence of oxygen, and anaerobic respiration in absence of oxygen. Okay, now there are two types of processes. One is respiration and another one is fermentation. So first of all we will discuss about the respiration, that is production of energy. The respiration is carried by some different cycles in our body. The first cycle or first process is glycolysis. Okay, glycolysis. The process of glycolysis discovered by three scientists, Embden, Meyerhof and Parnas. Embden, Meyerhof and Parnas are the three scientists, and from their initials, okay, the another name for this cycle is EMP pathway. EMP pathway. Okay, Embden, Meyerhof, Parnas, these three scientists discovered that process, and that's why it is also known as EMP pathway, that is glycolysis. And glycolysis is oxidation of glucose. Okay, oxidation of glucose results in formation of pyruvic acid molecule. Pyruvate हम लोगों को बनाना है, pyruvic acid. Now what is the process? You all know that glucose is a 6 carbon compound. That 6 carbon compound glucose, we are getting that glucose from our food. Okay, the food which we are eating, we are getting glucose from the same food by this process. Okay, and then that glucose is further oxidized and break down into two parts. That is a further breakdown into glucose 6 phosphate. Okay, मतलब ग्लूकोज का स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा और उसमें 6th कार्बन पे हम लोगों को क्या अटैच मिलेगा? फॉस्फेट ग्रुप. नाउ ग्लूकोज 6 phosphate further oxidized and forms fructose 6 phosphate. It is also a 6 carbon compound. Then fructose 6 phosphate further oxidized and form fructose 1,6 diphosphate. In this condition, in this structure, two phosphate molecules are there. Diphosphate, that is two phosphate molecules. PO4 is the formula of phosphate group. Phosphate group, that is diphosphate, means two phosphate molecules are attached to the fructose. and it is also a 6 carbon compound. After that 6 carbon compound fructose get oxidized and it reduced to form DHAP and PGAL. DHAP means dihydroxyacetone phosphate and PGAL means phosphoglyceraldehyde. You can get that full forms in your book. Okay. DHAP and PGAL. This PGAL is a 3 carbon. Why? Because glucose is 6 carbon and one glucose molecule get divided into 2 molecules of PGAL, phosphoglyceraldehyde. Now these 2 molecules of PGAL further oxidized and forms 1,3-diphosphoglycerate. Okay, 1,3-diphosphoglycerate. These 2 molecules of PGAL further converted into 2 molecules of 1,3-diphosphoglycerate. Both these 2 molecules are 3 carbon compound. During this conversion, when PGAL is further divided into 1,3-diphosphoglycerate, during this conversion NAD get reduced. NAD get reduced to form NADH2. NAD get reduced to form NADH2. Okay. Further, 1,3-diphosphoglycerate is formed or turned into phosphoenol pyruvate. Okay, 1,3-diphosphoglycerate converted into phosphoenol pyruvate. This is again 3 carbon compound, and that phosphoenol pyruvate finally converted into pyruvate, that is pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid, also known as PA, that is pyruvic acid. Okay, 2 molecules of pyruvic acid means finally glucose is converted into pyruvic acid in presence of oxygen or with the help of oxygen. That is, oxidation of glucose results in formation of 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. Okay, now in this reaction 2 ADP molecules, adenosine diphosphate, means 2 phosphate groups, 2 molecules of ADP get converted into 2 molecules of ATP, means 2 molecules of ADP forms 2 molecules of ATP. Here also NADH2. ओके, जो यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने क्या किया था, रिडक्शन किया था पहले. अब रिडक्शन के बाद यहाँ पे ऑक्सीडेशन होगा NADH2, क्योंकि यहां से हम लोगों ने एनर्जी ली है, ATP मतलब एनर्जी बन गया, तो इस एनर्जी के कारण ये जो रिडक्शन हुआ था इसका फिर से ऑक्सीडेशन होगा, मींस दैट NADH2 get oxidized and forms NAD, and here also 2 ADP molecules forms 2 ATP molecules, means total 2 plus 2, that is 4 ATP molecules are formed. Out of that, okay, total 4 ATP molecules are formed. 4 ATP molecules are formed. Out of these 4 ATP molecules, only 2 ATP molecules are consumed. मतलब यही खर्च होंगे, यूज होंगे, यूटिलाइज होंगे. ओके, और वो ये है. These 2 molecules of ATP are consumed, and these 2 ATP are stored, and that's why one glucose molecule is oxidized and it gives 2 ATP molecules, 4 NADH2 molecules and 2 pyruvate molecules. Okay, this is all about glycolysis. In case of fermentation, what happened, that NADH2 is oxidized that into NAD, and NAD is reduced to form NADH2, means pyruvic acid gets converted into lactic acid. Okay, and during this reaction, that aldehyde group, okay, C2H4O, we can write down it is like that. CH3CHO means it is ethanaldehyde. That aldehyde group is further converted into alcohol. You can see here aerobic respiration and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, what happened? That NADH2 get oxidized in NAD and NAD further get reduced in NADH2. During that cycle, oxygen is released. Okay, oxygen is released and 3 ATP molecules are formed. And here oxygen is released, which is responsible for formation of 2 molecules of water. In this cycle, when oxidation and reduction of NAD and NADH2 takes place, during this reaction, oxygen is released and hence this process is known as aerobic. On the second side, when the same cycle is going on, in this cycle, nitrate and sulfate compounds are released, which are results in formation of nitrite and sulfide. मीन्स यहाँ पर ऑक्सीजन बाहर निकल रहा था, यहाँ पर ऑक्सीजन को छोड़ के जो भी अदर मिनरल्स हैं वो बाहर निकलेंगे, एंड दैट्स व्हाई ड्यू टू द absence of oxygen this process is known as anaerobic respiration. Okay, so with the help of these various processes we are getting energy from the food which we are eating. Okay, means all these processes are responsible for formation of energy in the form of ATP. means हम लोग जो energy use कर रहे हैं it is in the form of ATP, and वो ATP जो molecules हम लोगों को बनाना है it is from food. means we are getting that energy from food. Okay, तो ये सब पूरी एक प्रोसेस है जिससे हम लोग एनर्जी बना रहे हैं. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द ग्लाइकोलिसिस. In your book it is given there, the process of glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm. This process takes place in cytoplasm of cell. A molecule of glucose is oxidized step by step in this process, and 2 molecules of each, that is pyruvic acid, ATP, NADH2 and water are formed. means यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने देख लिया 2 molecules of ATP, NADH2 and 2 molecules of pyruvate. Again here water is formed. Molecules of pyruvic acid formed in this process are converted into molecules of acetyl coenzyme A, and 2 molecules of NADH2 and 2 molecules of CO2 are released during this process. means molecule of pyruvic acid formed in this process are converted into molecules of acetyl coenzyme A. अब यहाँ पर जो भी pyruvic acid का molecule हम लोग को मिल गया है, it get further converted into molecule of acetyl coenzyme A, and that acetyl coenzyme A molecule is responsible for the next process or for the next cycle, that is tricarboxylic acid cycle or Krebs cycle. Okay, or we can say that another name is yes, it is clear that tricarboxylic acid cycle or citric acid cycle, we can say that citric acid cycle, tricarboxylic acid cycle or Krebs cycle, because Sir Hans Krebs was the scientist who discovered that cycle. In next video we will see that tricarboxylic acid cycle and electron transport system. Okay, thank you. This is all about for today. Thank you so much.